A stark warning about our country's ability to keep Americans cool after a new report on the nation's power grid. See, this does have the potential to leave millions of Americans in the dark.
That's right, Nicole. This is a problem here in California and across the country, with more than 100 million Americans facing possible power outages due to extreme heat and insufficient power. That means quite a few Americans could be in for a long, hot summer.
There's going to be some kind of major blow to our energy grid.
Electricity, a little thing we take for granted until it's gone. Rolling blackouts, power outages affect everything from our quality of life to businesses to health and safety. And according to a new report from the North American Electric Reliability Corporation, or NERC, the hotter it gets, the more dire the outlook for the nation's unreliable power grids.
So I do believe that something is at some point going to happen to our main energy grid. And that is going to be the point in time when smart cities start to really be pushed as a better option.
America's high demand for energy has the potential to cause lights out for a staggering 2/3 of the country.
The risk of energy shortfalls is increasing and spreading to more areas of the country. This is particularly true during periods of extreme weather, as we have experienced over the past 5 years, with broad area heat events impacting the West and widespread severe cold events impacting the eastern and southeastern portion of the U.S.
It's not random though, it's a plan. Like there's already a set plan for when these things are going to happen. It's not like, oh, well, one day the energy grid might go down because of an attack from someone else. This is like, there's a date planned for this to happen already. But not a lot of people know about it. It's very hush hush. It's like top of the top people know about it. But like after it happens, like after whatever happens with the energy grid happens, you'll then be able to look back and be like, oh, I can see how the timing of this is a little too convenient to not be planned. If that makes sense.
And the combination of extreme weather, hurricanes, wildfires, storms, coupled with slow development of the nation's energy infrastructure could cripple an already taxed system, a system that, according to NERC, is close to the edge.
The latest assessments have been frightening.
It's not like flying over and getting the data. It's like planting something that allows you to continuously get the data. Because the Three of Wands would be like, things are changing, so I need a different way to make sure that I'm getting the same information that I was getting previously. But because of the chaos that's going to ensue from what's planned to happen, there's going to be extra barriers put up to safeguard against me being able to get the information in the same way that I used to get it. So now I need a different way. I need to plant a seed somewhere. It's almost like, and it's not this literally, this is just like an example of what I'm seeing in my brain. Like imagine like the balloon flying and like, I know that there's like satellites everywhere, but it's almost like the balloon was, I don't know how, it's like setting, it's like putting something in place that, I don't know, I can't make sense of it yet. I think I need to do more research. It's like because of the chaos that will ensue from these events, there's going to be an extra barrier put up that blocks out what I was previously able to access. So I need to get on the inside and put this somewhere so that I still have access when these walls are up. It has something to do with the energy grid. I just don't know what. It's almost like if there's like a literal invisible net. Imagine like the whole United States is covered in this invisible netting, right? It's like the balloon had to hook up to something physically, like, you know how you can charge your phone on like a you just put it on the charger, like you just place it like phone charger, and you don't have to plug it in or anything, you just put it there, right? Like a Bluetooth type of charger, I guess. I don't know what it's called. It's like that's what's normally done, but because of added protection that's going to come in because of the events, it's like needing to plug it in, literally, like put the plug in instead of just laying it on the charger, like needing that hard connection charge instead of like an air charge.
The Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee met recently to discuss the reliability of the U.S. power grid and the nation's elevated risk for blackouts from Texas to California, the Midwest, and New England.
When electricity is unreliable, the potential consequences are nothing short of catastrophic, including loss of human life.
Allegedly, my opinion, no facts, my opinion, things that are going to happen soon. Something's going to happen to a major power grid. I don't know what country, but there's going to be something. That country is going to receive outside help from the aliens, UFOs, in order to restore their power grid. Then that same thing's going to happen in a bigger country. And the same thing is, excuse me, the same thing's going to happen where the aliens are going to restore the power grid, just as they did in the previous country. It's going to happen in a smaller country first, though.
And with tens of millions of Americans at risk, cities are desperate for ways to prevent blackouts. In recent years, California, the country's most populous state, turned to wind, solar, and water power. But during hot summers, its 39 million residents suffer through rolling blackouts. In Texas, the power grid failure of 2021 left more than 200 dead. Now the push is on for renewable energy as the state's utility commission warns its main power grid is again at risk to fail under high demand. New Englanders have increased the use of solar power to release the strain on their electric grid, but amid extreme heat, residents and businesses could be asked to voluntarily conserve energy or face rolling blackouts. And in Phoenix, America's hottest city, a deadly 5-day heat wave with temperatures ranging from 90 to 113 degrees could result in power outages and a lack of air conditioning, which, according to the scientific journal Environmental Science and Technology, could severely affect more than 500,000 residents.
Most people studying the energy system says you need to keep balance between.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we're terrified of it.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Okay.
A bombshell claim about UFOs. A former U.S. intelligence official and Air Force veteran claims a top-secret program is withholding evidence of alien spacecrafts.
Certainly interesting. The military whistleblower has now handed over classified information to Congress. Fox's Lauren Blanchard has more.
David Grush handed over extensive classified information to Congress and the intelligence community inspector general, saying it exposes top secret programs that have retrieved and studied debris from alien spacecraft, which he says have been intentionally withheld from lawmakers and the American public. His claims coming just days after a first of its kind NASA hearing on UFO sightings around the world.
It's almost like there's some benefit of shortening the length of time between, hey, they're here and here they are. I don't know. There's some benefit of speeding that up, maybe because it doesn't give people too much time to think about it, or maybe it's like, okay, let's bring this in for discussion. Okay, boom, they're here. okay, boom, they're nice. Like, it's like that, like, so that people, it's like jumping from the same image of the timeline, like 1 to 10. It's like, we need to get from 3 to 8 in this matter by next week. So we're going to do one step, like all at once. That's what it feels like, because we can't jump from here to there, because then we'll freak people out, but we need to speed up our steps in between. That's what it seems like. Trapped. There's no way out. Now that you took a step forward, there's no going back. You're in this plan now. It's unveiling. Mental health in reverse. So how I said, we don't want to jump from here to there because we'll freak people out. We want to take little baby steps, but more quickly, so there's less time in between to evaluate and become scared. If we let it fester for too long, it'll be, oh my gosh, we don't know what to expect, we're scared. But if it's like, hey, they're here, then hey, here they are, then hey, they're nice, we trust them enough to let you out of your house when we previously told you to stay in for your safety, then there's less time for people to get freaked out and question it, I guess.
It's one of the worst air qualities ever recorded. The images are startling, even apocalyptic.
They say being outside is like smoking 3 to 11 cigarettes a day. Wow.
The more pollutants in the air, the worse quality air people are up against.
We come in peace. You don't need to fight anymore. There's some higher technology in place so that we can put down our arms or something like that. It's like a new, I don't know, that's what I'm seeing. Oh, you know what's interesting? I had the deck split in half, and the other one is money in reverse, the other side of the deck. Money in reverse with an old president in reverse on it. Aliens, social currency, robots, one world government. Allegedly, my opinion. Have a good day.